unpopular poll tax helped spark the Peasants' Revolt, the first great popular rebellion in English history. Having led the French army in a monumentous victory over England at Orleans during the 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc was charged with heresy and witchcraft, and on this day in 1431 was burned at the stake. Andrew Jackson, who later served as President of the United States, fatally shot Charles Dickinson in a duel. During his life, Jackson was involved in numerous duels. Some accounts estimate 100, and many of them were in defense of his wife, Rachel. The first of the treaties of Paris was signed, ending the Napoleonic Wars. The Kansas-Nebraska Act was passed, providing for the territorial organization of Kansas and Nebraska under the principle of popular sovereignty, which gave people in those areas the rights to decide whether slavery would be permitted in their territory. American jazz musician and bandleader Benny Goodman, who was known as the King of Swing, was born. The first Indianapolis 500 automobile race was run in Indianapolis, Indiana, and was won by Ray Hornow in about 6 hours and 42 minutes. The Lincoln Memorial, which honored Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and the virtues of tolerance, honesty, and consistency in the human spirit, was dedicated in Washington, D.C. In the May 13th incident, some 12 labor demonstrators were killed by British police in Shanghai, sparking nationwide strikes and protests in China. Iraq Premier Rashid Ali fled to Iran as British troops reached the outskirts of Baghdad. During World War II, the British Royal Air Forces dispatched more than 1,000 bombers against Cologne, Germany. Rafael Trujillo, an army officer who had become dictator of the Dominican Republic following a military revolt in 1930, was assassinated. Egypt and Jordan unite against Israel. South Vietnamese President Thao declared he would oppose a coalition government with the NLF. The U.S. opens a new embassy in Beirut, Lebanon. There has not been a U.S. consulate there since the old U.S. embassy was blown up in 1983. Charles Taylor, the former president of Libya, was sentenced to 50 years in prison after being convicted of his crimes against humanity and war crimes that were committed during Sierra Leone's civil war.